Okay, we're going to talk about Module 4. Module 4 is on facilities and it's on transportation. These are two toughies. Facilities has to do with, it could be construction projects, it could be any kind of rules or regulations as far as classroom size. It could be the square footage in a classroom. It could be if you have leaks in your ceiling. It could be if you have harmful chemicals. I mean, the list goes on and on. And spacing always is an issue. Do you have enough facilities? What do your facilities look like? Are they crumbling? Are they new? Do you need new facilities? And then when you think of transportation, this is typically we're talking about busing. And with busing, it's not as simple as just the school bus coming from one point to another. You have to think of busing in terms of safety on the school bus. Do you have cameras on the school bus? How often do you monitor those cameras? What are you doing with the videotapes? Are you abiding by school law when you do videotape students? And as far as adults that are on the bus, if you have students with special needs, if you have students that are getting in trouble and you kick them off the bus, how do they get to school? If you have alternative ed students, are you transporting them on the same bus you transport everyone else? Is there a different center that they go to? So all of these things kind of fall into that. And what you're going to be doing is creating a case study, a vignette, a scenario of a situation that's one of the other teams is going to have to solve. And you're going to do a lot of research on that topic. And then once you decide kind of what you're going to focus on, whether it's transportation, whether it's facilities, whether it's a vignette that covers both, which is kind of exciting, then you'll focus your research on that and do a research paper, and then have your vignette, and then you'll post those, and then you'll actually pick someone else's and you'll solve it. So I hope this kind of gives you a little bit of an overview. I can tell you that transportation directors, especially where I came from as a superintendent, one of the greatest obstacles we had was weather delays. Nobody thinks in terms of transportation with weather delays, but we got 100 and some inches of snow per year, and you can't call school off every time it snows there. I know they do it in Wilmington, but you don't do it in the north. And so for us, it was kind of like, and we actually had temperatures that got below zero. We had a rule, a procedure. It was not a policy, but we had a procedure that we followed that anytime we went into single digits, we ran a 2-hour delay. So this was just something that we did. We also had to look at side roads, secondary roads they call them, in order to determine if we were going to have school. And this is something that you never win when you're doing school delays. It just never pleases the public. They're either mad because their student, because their kid, they don't have a babysitter for their child, or they're upset because you may have compromised the safety of their child in their opinion. So that's kind of a lose-lose circumstance. But any of these scenarios, just put something together that you feel is good for your group and could be challenging for another group. It's always good to challenge the other group. But anyway, good luck with this project. I think it's an interesting module. It's one that certainly brought me a lot of grief as superintendent. But anyway, good luck with it, and I look forward to reading your work.